Hi everyone, this video is an exercise 9F question 1. So we want to sketch the graph of y is equal to cos theta in the interval that theta is in between 180 degrees and minus 180 degrees. Right, so this is a very important skill and we need to know how to sketch these trigonometric graphs. Now in this video I'm going to only sketch cos theta, and then I will do the next couple of questions in later videos. So first of all, the first thing that we should notice is the interval, because the interval tells us what are the possible x values for the graph. So that's very crucial as the first step, because commonly the interval is from 0 to 360 degrees, but it's not the case all the time, as you can see in this question. So therefore, we have 90 here, and then here 180 degrees, while here is minus 90 and here minus 180 degrees. Also, it's always good to include the highest possible and lowest possible values of cos, which are obviously 1 and minus 1. So let's say, let's extend this line first, and now say here is 1 and here is minus 1. All right, so now that we have the basics, then the rest is very simple, because it's always good to memorize the general form of the cos, sine, and tan graphs, and then you can reproduce them easily. But even if you don't memorize them or you just forget that in the exam, it still is possible. Just try to find the key values. So for example, cos 0 is equal to 1. So that means the graph passes through this part. And then cos 90 is actually 0. So the graph will basically cross this point. And then cos 180 is minus 1. So then it should be here. So it's very helpful to think that way. And same thing applies to the other part. So therefore, the graph is going to look like this is the first half, and for the second, like that. So as you can see, this is only half of the basically the case that when it's from 0 to 360 degrees, as it's obviously is from 0 to 180 degrees, and then here is just symmetric to that.